This video is sponsored by Art of the Trek for all your trip planning and gear list needs. So let's get over to my backpacking gear list. So here's the overall loadout that I have laid out right now on the bed. I'm going to the Smokies, and it's going to be a little cooler than my usual fall temperatures. I'm expecting temperatures below freezing, and so that's why, I guess we'll start over here. I have my Z-Packs Arc Haul, because I'm expecting a heavier load because heavier clothes, heavier insulation, those kind of things. And my lightened equipment Enigma, that's a 20-degree quilt, as well as the Z-Packs dry bags. The idea is what I end up doing is I put the Enigma, anything down, as well as if I can squeeze my hammock in there in one of those big dry bags. I try to make sure I do that for sure. And then the other one's for my clothes. So the Arc Haul have the Outdoor Research Helium 2. It's not necessarily for water protection as much as it is for an extra layer of warmth. If I layer it on top of this Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer, it keeps me a lot warmer. This can take me to about, I don't know, high 30s is what I've tested it out to. And that adds a whole other layer of wind protection and keeps the warmth in. The Z-Packs Rain Kilt, which I use as a kilt, but I also use it as well as a ground sheet. And I am planning on going solo on this trip, so I have two types of water filtration. I have the Aquamira drops. This is the Evernew 2-liter water bag, and the Sawyer Micro Squeeze, which I'm testing and trying out. Pretty excited to try this out, but I always make sure if I'm testing something out, I'll bring a backup just in case. As well as if you're going by yourself, I usually would recommend, what I do is I'll bring an extra water filtration in case the filter freezes or, God forbid, something else happens. Headlamp is a Petzl Actic with a core battery. Then you see the first aid kit. I just kind of replace some meds, replace some band-aids, that kind of thing in there. So that should be all good to go. Neo Air X-Therm does an excellent job of reflecting all the heat back to me. And so I'm looking forward to actually sleeping in that in cooler weather. Dream Hammock Darien. This is the 1.6 Hyper D, and I use Dutchwear Dyneema straps. Now, where most of the weight is going to be, unfortunately, and that's because it's going to be cooler, is down here in the clothes. And so an extra pair of underwear, ex officio, talked about that before. Socks, I will bring sleep socks because it's supposed to be cooler. So this is alpaca wool. Does a really nice job keeping me warm. And then an extra pair of hiking socks, which is the right socks. Under it are these pair of gloves. I think these are, I always say it wrong, so please don't crucify me too much. Dakine gloves. And so I use these heavier gauge gloves rather than the thinner one because it's gonna be cold. And then for sleep clothes, I'll have my top with the Under Armour 3.0 and the bottom, the leggings, the 2.0 leggings. For my head, if it's cold, like for example in the morning, I start off with the Z-Packs Micro Fleece hat. It's only an ounce, so that's, I just think that's a fantastic piece of gear or kit. And then while I'm sleeping, I use this Inferno, I don't know, balaclava, I guess you would call it. So it covers me up. I can pop my nose in there. I don't have trouble breathing in it. And so I can fall asleep with it. No problem. Where is it? There we go. Inferno. I'll leave a link for that in the description if you guys are interested. But it makes it so that when I'm sleeping, I don't have I don't wake up with a sore throat because I've been breathing all that cold air in. The Tarp, of course, is the War Bonnet Mini Fly, which has been fantastic for me. And of course, I'll bring the Thermarest Z Seat, especially in colder weather. I find it does a nice job insulating not only my feet in the foot box if it's pressed up against the hammock and feeling a little cool, but also if I have cold spots at all or sitting down for a break, that will do the trick. My cook kit, which I just went over, I am actually going to use my high altitude kit just because I don't want to have to worry about an alcohol still for setting up. I want something hot and I want it fast. That's the way I go. And then we have the Kiva Outdoors Granddaddy Basin Bag. Rest in peace, Kiva. And then we have the, why am I blanking on the name of my trowel? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Gee whiz, Big Dig. Of course, of all things I had to blank on and perseverate on, that's the one. I have shepherd's hook stakes in here, and my toileting kit, toothbrush, floss, toothpaste, and that's kind of my non-consumable base weight. And so it's definitely lightweight. It's not something that I have ultralight winter stuff, and the clothes I know make it heavier for sure. Over to the right are things that are not included in base weight. That's kind of my trekking pole is on body, of course. I have a pocket knife I'll have on me. YouTube stuff. I always carry 2 charging cables just in case one breaks so that I can still charge the phone / camera. Food here, I'll quickly go over Mountain House for dinner. This is Mountain House as well for breakfast, but what it is, it's that granola with milk and blueberries. I really like it. It's so easy to do. Lots of calories, and so this much, just add 3/4 cup of cold water. It's 3 servings, and this is 750 calories. So hard to beat that. And then snacks and lunches, I usually wait till the day before I go or I leave to set that up, just because I don't want it to, I don't know, just be sitting and open. So thanks again to Art of the Trek for sponsoring this video. Like I mentioned before, I've been working with them for the last few months, and they're a software company focused on helping us research and plan outdoor trips. And so they have a very rudimentary or very basic gear list software set up right now, but they're working on revamping that in the coming months. So what I want you guys to do is down in the comments below, let us know what exactly are you looking for in gear lists or packing lists software. What would help you? Let them know down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.